Let's continue the saga, mad drama. I met this chick, she said she knew where ignorance was at. I said where? She said downtown. He had... I think the line is a setup, I can smell it, but ignorance is running rampant. Aight, baby, show me the exact spot. Meet me at Hoyt and Skimmerhorn at 3 on the dot. So I hops up on the A train, I'm being followed. My 7th sense is danger. I turn around, it's anger.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
And welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. Here we go. Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got the Kansas Jayhawks facing Villanova.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
And the Villanova Wildcats have had a recent surge in their program over the past decade. Since about 05, they have been a consistent presence in the tournament and also have won a few conference titles.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Kansas Jayhawks. They've got Duncan, and it's Gaines in at the 5, roaming the paint.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
It's stolen by Bryant. Down low, here's Ford. The shot from the low post is good. On the Wildcats, so Villanova have been getting back in the swing of things as a program over the last decade, Clark, and one of the better runs they're on right now is a school.
Yeah, they are a surefire bet to pretty much be in the tournament almost every year now. Really one of the big schools in recruiting on the East Coast.
Lee with the steal. It's tipped, and that'll be Kansas's ball as it goes out of bounds. The Jayhawks able to keep the ball here. Some changes for Kansas. Dedmon's checked in, and Daniels subbed in for Duncan. Now Daniels. Back to Williams. On the wing, Daniels. Doubled by Ford. Pass to Oubre. Soft touch off the glass. Oubre's got his second bucket.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Ford against Williams. Now, here is Ford. D right on him, and he gets it to go.
You know, sometimes you can see how a player can lead on the floor from the sidelines, and you see that with Freak. I mean, he's got the skills and athleticism as a point guard in addition to the leadership, too.
And, guys, people often underestimate just how important leadership is. You know, there's no stat for that. But guys like Chris Paul and Steph Curry have incredible skill, but their leadership on the floor is equally as important. Freak is a...
Villanova going with the whole new group out there. Villanova trails by 3.
And Kansas always seems to be in title contention. I mean, the program does a great job of finding tough players and having a system that fits them best. Rarely are they not a title contender.
Ford, he's in at the point. Cooper is out there with McAdoo. Then it's Miller, and it's Ilgauskas in a power forward. And for Kansas, we've got Oubre. Boss is out there with Frazier. Then there's Duncan. And it's Jenkins in at the point guard position.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
And the Jayhawks do a great job in recruiting talent. All sorts of players have come through Kansas and found success.
Yeah, and you know they develop not only the stars like Paul Pierce, Andrew Wiggins, but role players too, guys that have made a living in the NBA as fitting into roles. Mario Chalmers and Nick Collison come to mind.
1:29 left in the first half of basketball. Oubre can't get it to go.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Here's Duncan. And the Jayhawks again can't hit. Here's Villanova. They trail by 1. They've got the Wizards ahead of them for the next game. It's in Washington. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Knocked loose.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Oubre has gone 2 for 5 tonight. Ford against Duncan. Ford passes to Cooper. Miller outside. Rebounded by the Jayhawks. And here's Oubre. Here's Jenkins. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
Assist goes to Oubre.
Here's Ford. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
Ford in at point guard. Also Bryant out there. Cooper is out there with Miller. And it's Ilgauskas in at the power forward position. And for Kansas, they've got Duncan, and it's Terry in at the 4.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark with the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it. Well, who could forget Villanova and their one college title? Come on now. It was one of the biggest Cinderella stories ever, one of the greatest upsets ever. Winning it all as an 8th seed, knocking down an outstanding Georgetown team back in '85.
And he gets it to go. Duncan's got the lead back up to 3 now for the Jayhawks.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities. And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for...
Here's Villanova. It's a 1-point game. Ford, he's in at point guard. He's out there with Foster. Miller is out there with Cooper. And it's Ilgauskas in at the 4 spot. Cooper kicks to Miller. Some nice ball movement by Villanova. Here's Ford. Pass to Ilgauskas. Shot clock at 6. Ford up top. He's guarded by Williams. Ford, no luck.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Puts up the baby hook. And it's Terry that time on the assist by Williams. Terry's got the lead up to 3 now for the Jayhawks. Terry's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Ford against Williams. Shot off the pick. And it's Cooper missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Williams dishes to Gaines. The feed to Terry. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And it's a 5-point Jayhawk lead.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar. You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
On the defensive end, I want some of you to crash the glass and get control of the ball. The rest of you, leak out so we can get some easy transition points.
Ryan is checked in for Foster. Lee's checked in for the Jayhawks. There's 1:17 left to play here in the second half. Inside. Here's Gaines. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game now.
Lee against Ford.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the second half. They get it again.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They just the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
Lee outside. The dish to Gaines. Back to Lee. Over to the left wing. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And it's Villanova with the ball. Trailing by 5. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Ford up top, covered by Lee. Ilgauskas a screen on Lee. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And that misses, and no second shot coming to him this time.
Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time.
And no problem there in the first free throw. 1-and-1 situation, so he'll get another. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good. Miller outside. The three. And another miss by Villanova. And the foul called on Freak. That's his third foul of the game. Single bonus situation in effect. So we'll head to the line for the first of the 1-and-1 opportunities. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.